Hey, how's it going? I'm back once again with an update to the Ice Shot of Penetration Deadeye. 95 now, and I've improved my defenses quite a lot. We got a little bit of armor because of the lightning coil now, and much higher evasion, and we're also using Wind Dancer, so it's not dying nearly as much, which is very good. We've made some gear upgrades as well. Got a 6 link. It's actually not too much better than my last bow in terms of damage, but having the extra link is very helpful because we put the Wall of Force in here now, and this is something that Arrow himself even mentioned, that like the trap setup was kind of clunky, and I had tried this already, and this does kind of feel definitely a lot better than using the traps. I hated throwing it, so this is, I would say the placement isn't perfect with it now, because especially when there's multiple mobs, but you only really need it on bosses anyway. So we've also changed our helmet, of course, now fledgling, which gives us a good amount of damage. Still 3 revive, but we've changed our anoint because we don't care about the extra cooldown for Wall of Force anymore. Same quiver. Definitely this is the next thing probably to upgrade. Again, the rolls on this are bad, but the actual mods themselves are what I'm looking for. Same boots that are quite good. I need to craft new ones if I want to do a Storm Shroud setup, but I don't know if I actually care about it. I might just skip that. Doesn't feel like I need it all that much, to be honest. Corrupted one to get +2 to my Ice Shot, and I of course have the same ring with the minus mana cost. I ditched the other one in favor of Aventers. Didn't really need the second craft, like I mentioned in the previous video. I find it didn't actually need my mana to be that low, and especially getting now the Rain of Arrows of Saturation, much wider coverage, much more leeching. It's a little bit easier to maintain the mana. Of course, my belt as well. This is pretty good rolls. I would like to have definitely more life rolls, and I kind of need some more strength. Like I actually have the perfect amount of strength right now, 96 to 96, so it's very much a balancing act on the attributes there. So the Venter's Gamble I thought would be pretty good because I needed to fill out my resistances anyway because of the lightning coil downside, and I thought, okay, well I might as well try and get some rarity on the rings too. And I was looking at amethyst rings, like wait, I can get let's look at a Venter. So I actually got a pretty damn good rolled one. A lot of these very high rolls other than the fire resistance, but I don't need this anyway. And having this extra mana reservation allows me to drop the Mind Drinker cluster up here. So that's 3 points that I can now put elsewhere, and of course I can put them into my cluster setup, which is nice. And I need, I guess, 1 more level to be able to maybe drop some other points and get the second medium cluster over here. Otherwise, tree is pretty much the same. Got a evasion, light of meaning, just for some more defenses there. Could also use armor at this point, and maybe also determination, but I think we'll see if I want to do that. I think I need an enlighten to be able to fit that in. This cluster I bought for, I don't know, 70 chaos or something like that. No idea how to craft this. It seems really difficult. And there's like barely any of these available, so it is what it is. And I also snagged, shortly after my video on Sunday, the Flesh and Flame for Oath of Winter for like under 5 divines, and I think now it's like 25 for the pair. Looking to get a Watcher's Eye to replace this. This is just a random damage jewel that I just threw in, but I will get a Watcher's Eye Grace one. Probably for the extra evasion. If I can get a double one with movement speed, that would be amazing, but that's probably really expensive, and there's none available at the moment. As well, I finished my Atlas for the most part, other than some unique maps like I mentioned, and a couple of the bosses yet. Let's do a map. Just doing Dunes Legion now. Pretty much the same tree. Added some Beyond because why not? Still no Scarabs, so I can go. Same as it was before, but feels really nice with the Oath of Winter now as well. Obviously you can see that my mana is not as good as it was before, but it's not. It's definitely fine when there's mobs around. Feels a little bit annoying to run through the walls that just like actually gimp my map. I like the one that is just like the normal breach. That's kind of cool. I wish it had more density. It's like a little bit lacking, especially compared to the breach 1.0, I guess you'll say. I know they don't want to add the mechanic on the Atlas tree itself, but it might be nice if you get like a almost PoE 2 style small Atlas tree for league mechanics that are in map, because not being able to kind of customize this kind of mechanic doesn't feel great. Like I want more density. Like I don't really want these defensive style of mechanic, right? I don't want the defensive mechanic. The hives are okay. I wish they were a lot faster. Like it's just kind of a lot to have to run in and clear. As you can see, our single target is much better now. But that's it. I don't know if I want to keep farming to get a headhunter. That would be, I guess, the next thing after the quiver, like I said, and then it's pretty much, we're pretty much done. And like I say, the league is, you know, 2 out of 3 of the breach mechanics are kind of whatever. The tree is fine, but I think the quality of it is dropping off for sure. Like the gear crafting on it doesn't really matter anymore. The currency is very inconsistent, kind of bad. And I guess it's just fishing for the uniques that you want, because like the graphs I don't really care about other than getting the graph blood gained, really. Yeah, so that's about it. Might be a pivot to something that's like less in map, like honestly just doing like sanctums or logbooks. Anyway, that's my little progress update. Build is fun, especially now with a little bit more defenses. Single target is better, but still lacking a little bit. Overall, very fun. Yeah, thanks for watching.